I have not seen any other astrologers talking about this massive event that is going to happen in the stars on July 17th yet. And it is going to be one of the most important transits that happens this year. It's going to change all of our lives and make it so that we're all shifting and moving away from a chapter that we have just finished in our lives. So watch this video to find out what is happening in the stars that is so important that you need to know about. Welcome back to the Be the Hero channel. My name is Isabelle and I help you understand who you are using personality typing and astrology. I do this because I was the kind of person who felt lost and confused about their sense of self and their direction in life. Then I discovered my Myers-Briggs, the Enneagram, my birth chart, and so much more. And for the first time in my life, who I was made sense and I had a sense of who I could be. So now I'm here to help you understand these systems so you can understand both yourself and the systems themselves better. Now, before I dive into one of the most massive transits that's about to happen in 2023, hit the link in the description below to get your very own My Horoscope Made Me Do It hoodie. It also comes as a t-shirt, so pause this video right now, grab that t-shirt or hoodie, and then come back to it. Welcome back to the video. I'm so excited for you to receive your hoodie or t-shirt in the mail. Thank you for ordering yours now while it's still available. So on July 17th, we have a massive transit happening in the stars. And no, it is not the new moon in Cancer, regardless of what you may think it may be. Recently, in the last 18 months, we have been experiencing a journey around self-sufficiency. Over the past 18 months, you may have noticed that a lot of shadows for you around codependency and intimacy have been coming up. You may find that you're becoming less reliant on certain people. You may find that you're sharing less with people and focusing more on yourself. You may be even providing yourself more monetary stability or comforts or connecting to your senses more. You've learned over the last 18 months to be more grounded in your sense of self than you have been before. And this is because for the last 18 months, the North and South Node were in the sign of Taurus and Scorpio. In astrology, the North and South Node are 2 points along the moon's journey that represent our highest path to growth in this lifetime and our overused gifts and talents. On a more spiritual level, the South Node is our past life karma that keeps us limited in this lifetime, and our North Node is our purpose for existence, what we are here to master in this lifetime, our highest path to growth in this incarnation. As the North and South Node transit signs, that shows what our focus is on in our journey right now. So you do have in your chart a sign that your North and South Node are fixed into. And this represents your highest path to growth in this lifetime and what your biggest stress is going to be, or your biggest overused gifts and talents are going to be. But the current transits of the North and South Node are like chapters or key points or check marks in your journey towards attaining your highest North Node. So over the last 18 months, with the North Node in Taurus and the South Node in Scorpio, we were all focused on cultivating a stronger sense of self-sufficiency. We realized we are very codependent in some area of our life or another, and realized we need to be more grounded in our sense of self, cultivate our sense of self-worth, and frankly, enjoy this reality more. We may have been so caught up in looking for deeper things or overthinking things, trying to find something that means more, when really we can find more satisfaction and fulfillment in life by focusing on, stopping to smell the roses, giving ourselves a nice meal, providing ourselves a sense of comfort. That has been our journey for the last 18 months. But now, on July 17th, the North and South Node move from Taurus and Scorpio and into Aries and Libra. This is a massive transit. And I know I say the words massive transit and massively impactful transit a lot, but I mean it this time when I say this. Again, the North and South Node act like chapters or checkpoints in our journey in this lifetime. And so you have just finished a chapter around self-sufficiency and self-worth. And now we are moving into the next chapter that will accelerate our growth towards our North Node. As the North Node enters Aries and the South Node enters Libra, during this new moon in Cancer, we feel called to now start initiating change, and we are becoming aware of our shadows around aggression, independence, codependence, connection, freedom, impulse, and neutrality. The South Node in Libra shows us that while we need connection, there can be a lot of negative traits around that. We may be connecting with people for the wrong reasons. And there's a time and place to be peaceful and be a diplomat, but are we overusing those traits? How much of our life do we invest in other people? The North Node is in Aries, and this is a call and an invitation to all of us to be more independent, to be bold, to be brave, and take the lead. No matter what zodiac sign you are, there's a desire or there's a call to step into the unknown and embrace more of the Aries archetype, even though it's going to feel extremely uncomfortable for us. The North and South Node will be in the sign of Aries and Libra until January 11th, 2025. So this is just the beginning of a long journey ahead. And so we want to take it slow. We want to make sure that we're not putting too much pressure on ourselves. We want to wait it out. In many ways, we're still receiving the benefits of achieving our journey towards the North Node in Taurus in the last 18 months. But as the North and South Node shift signs into Aries and Libra, we need to buckle up and prepare for another journey ahead. Again, for a lot of us, this can feel stressful. This can feel like, here we go again, I have to learn another lesson. Do I ever have to stop learning lessons in this life? The answer is no. Frankly, the answer is no. But we get to enjoy the journeys along the way. And if we are here just to simply learn, we can practice compassion ourselves in the learning process, and we can put less pressure on ourselves to make our growth happen all at once. It is very likely that this journey for you around learning to embrace the Aries archetype and moving away from the Libra archetype is not going to be culminated until January of 2025. So you have the rest of 2023, all of 2024 to figure out how you can heal your relationship around the Aries archetype. But during this time, especially as the new moon peaks in the sign of Cancer, as the North Node moves into the sign of Aries and the South Node moves into Libra, we have a lot of issues coming up around our idea of control. And this is because these are cardinal signs. So you may feel, as we are nearing the North and South Node changing signs, a lot of issues around control, and specifically self-control, can be coming up during this time. All the cardinal signs want to have a feeling of, I'm in control of myself. And so these people, during this time, if you have strong Aries, Cancer, Capricorn, or Libra traits, you might feel that during this time it's very stressful, and you can feel as if you're losing control because you're being aware and you're becoming a light is shining upon what traits you are not in control of yourself. You may feel that there are unknown areas of your psyche coming up during this time, and this is what happens anytime the South Node changes signs. So during the transit of the South Node in Libra, we're going to notice all our unhealthy traits around the Libra archetype. For those of us who have strong Libra energy, you're going to feel very outside your box during this time. If you have a Libra sun, moon, or rising, the transit of Aries North Node and Libra South Node for the next year and a half or so is going to be very stressful for you. But it's an invitation for you to heal your relationship with the Libra archetype. We are not supposed to reject any of this 12 zodiac signs. We need a space. We all have somewhere in our lives we're supposed to embrace each zodiac sign. The South Node being in Libra is here to show us and shine a light upon how we embrace Libra traits negatively. In the positive, Libra is a peacemaker. They're a diplomat. Their sole purpose is to be equal to everyone and to connect with people on a mental level. They can see other people from their point of view, and they can put themselves in their shoes. So that's the positive aspect of Libra. But the negative aspects of Libra could show themselves as being overly passive, foregoing a sense of self for the sake of connecting with other people, lacking a sense of self, being indecisive, putting other people before themselves, and feeling the need for approval. Libra, because they want to connect, also very much wants to be liked. And so these people can struggle with a sense of self. So with the South Node in Libra, there's an area of our life where we are forgoing our sense of self and being too passive and indecisive. We are called to heal our relationship with the Libra archetype and let go of those things. How can you be truly just a peacemaker, which is aligned with a sense of self? And we do so and heal our relationship with the Libra archetype during this time by embracing the Aries archetype. During this time of the Aries North Node, we all feel called to heal and focus on cultivating our relationship with assertion, identity, and independence. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, and so this could be an initiation of a brand new change for all of us. We are all starting something new and massive. We're initiating a new way of being. There's somewhere in our lives where we have avoided being independent and channeling our sense of assertion correctly. Especially with Chiron being in Aries recently, we have felt that there's a lot of wounds around our independence and how we express anger. We may have felt that we express anger wrong during this time, and we may not be able to assert our independence. Acting on impulse was certainly not welcome. But as the North Node moves into the sign of Aries, we are called to be more assertive, to be bold, be brave, and take the leap. Charge life head on. You don't need to think about it so much. And instead of prioritizing everyone else in your life, it's time for you to start prioritizing yourself. The North Node in Aries is a call for us to be bold once again, to be assertive, and really see ourselves for the first time in a long time as an independent node in the world. Not only because this is the North Node, but it's in Aries, the independent warrior. It might be time for you to embrace healthy assertion. And we're going to do this by healing our relationship with our anger. So with the North Node in the same sign currently as Chiron, we feel that a lot of wounds are triggered around the Aries archetype during this time. We are releasing more and more shadows around the Libra archetype, releasing all the unhealthy traits, moving away from being the diplomat for a minute so that we can focus on becoming more of the Aries archetype. Embracing our inner fighter. Now is the time for us to fight for who we are and what we desire, to act on a little bit of impulse, to take the leap. If you've been fearful recently, afraid to take the leap of faith in any area of life, if you've been passive, now you are going to be challenged to take that leap and to focus on being bold and assertive once again. And you will be rewarded for doing so. Not only will the universe keep you constricted during this time if you do not embrace the Aries archetype, but you will be rewarded magnificently by embracing the Aries North Node. Again, this is an 18-month journey, so you do not need to rush into it all at once. And depending on the house it happens in for you will massively change how this will affect you. Yes, this is a journey for us all around independence and identity to some degree, but depending on what house it happens in will change where you need to focus on cultivating a sense of identity and independence. So hit the link in the description below to book a 30-minute or 1-hour reading with me where we can talk about your upcoming 18-month journey that lies ahead of you as the North Node transits Aries. Link is in the description below. If you want to dive deeper and ask away all the questions you have about North Nodes, including the North Node transit of Aries, then book a 1-hour reading with me for a self-revolution reading in the link in the description below. Overall, as the North Node transits Aries and the South Node in Libra, we're moving away from peace and more towards strength. And this is not to say we're all going to become rude and aggressive, but we're going to learn what it means to healthily say no. A lot of us may have been caught in passivity for a long time, and this is the opportunity for us to realize that there's two aspects of life. Sometimes you have to do no harm, and sometimes you have to take no one's, for the sake of YouTube, will not swear, but taking no more of things that don't that don't matter to you. Putting your foot down. Aries is the archetype that says, I'm here once, you only live once, and so I'm going to live it to the fullest, and I'm not going to let anyone restrict me. And if things aren't working out for me, I'm just going to go my own way. This will be a hard journey for a lot of us, especially those who are used to being in the Libra archetype or have a lot of 7th house energy. Depending again on the sign it's in will change where this shows up for you, so book that reading to find out more. If this video helps you understand the transit that is upcoming of the Aries North Node and the Libra South Node, let me know in the comments below, and let me know what other questions you have about this transit, and I will be sure to film it shortly, because I want you guys to be as informed as possible about this transit, because quite possibly the North Node is the most important aspect of your chart. So I want you guys to understand this as much as possible. If you have any questions about this transit, let me know in the comments below, or book a 30-minute reading to get a tailored answer for your chart. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Stay tuned for more videos breaking down the upcoming transits of July. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and stay tuned for more videos. Once again, my name is Isabelle, and from my heart to yours, namaste.